Live from our 7 Tasmania studios, your nightly news with Louise Huber begins now.
A group of elderly Tasmanians fear they could be sleeping rough when their rent assistance ends in a few weeks' time. The Kingston residents are pleading for the state government to step in and save them from homelessness before it's too late.
Village Drive has been a sanctuary for Adrienne Stevens, a place the grandmother thought would be her forever home until she found out her partly subsidised lease runs out next month.
Really eaten or slept for about 2 weeks.
The decade-long National Rental Affordability Scheme is coming to an end, leaving an estimated 1,200 Tasmanians with nowhere to go.
I look on realestate.com, Gumtree, Marketplace about 20 times a day, and there's just nothing that we can afford.
Jean Kingston has lived on the same street for 10 years and hoped the program would be extended.
We're a real community, and if we have to move, we're going to lose all that.
The pair urging the state government to step in, the Housing Minister promising to find a solution.
I will be writing to the Federal Housing Minister when they're sworn in on Tuesday to highlight that this federal government scheme is coming to an end.
Guy Barnett also outspruiking a plan to increase the number of small dwellings on the rental market as one method to increase supply.
We're on track to build 1,500 new homes by 30 June next year, and then the target of 10,000 homes by 2032.
New figures reveal almost 4,500 Tasmanians have applied for social housing in the past 12 months, but the average wait time to house priority applicants has jumped to 90 weeks.
What are these people who are in their 70s and 80s supposed to do with a 90-week wait time to perhaps be considered for social housing?
A question plaguing 2 women who could be out on the street in a month's time. Ainsley Kosh, 7 Tasmania News.
736 new COVID cases have been recorded in Tasmania over the last day as the count declines for a second day running. Active cases in the state have now dropped to just over 5,000. 52 people are now in hospital with the virus. 22 of them are being treated specifically for it, with 2 people in the ICU. The state government has put forward a proposal to land an AFL team in Tasmania. In a statement, Premier Jeremy Rockliff says the time is now for the state to be represented in both the AFL and the AFLW, basing the submission on the 2019 business case. The proposal would see a team based in Hobart to join the competition by 2026 at the earliest. Parents are concerned about the effects of the pandemic on our children's future, according to a new study. More than 1,000 parents and carers took part in the Smith Foundation Family National Survey, finding more than half feel COVID is continuing to make learning difficult for children. 70% say they're worried about their children's schoolwork in the future, with ongoing disruptions and the aftermath of home learning key issues. A local band is throwing its support behind Ukraine with a concert that attracted approximately 100 people. The event raised awareness and funds to help Ukrainians who turned to Tasmania for safety.
A lively event for a good cause. Tasmania's Shindy Quattro Band has strung together a fundraising concert in support of Ukraine.
We figured, what can we do, that we do well, and that's playing music.
The sold-out event saw Hobart's Duke Hotel packed to the brim, with supporters enjoying sweet Ukraine treats and even sweeter melodies.
We specialise in music from around the world, so we've added some Ukrainian tunes to our repertoire.
Whilst also learning more about the conflict.
We've got someone from the association coming to speak and give us more insight into what's going on.
Approximately $1,500 has been raised and will go directly to the Association of Ukrainians in Tasmania, helping those who have fled the war zone to seek refuge in our state.
It's very stressful for us. We are displaced people. We leave everything in Ukraine.
We provide a bit of financial establishment to them because people run away from the country with just having one bag and having kids, obviously not having much cash on them.
Gave us some big support.
A fundraising gala providing a traditional Ukrainian lunch will also be held next Sunday. Brianna Boylan, 7 Tasmania News.
Back home, and Tasmanians had another reason to snag a Bunnings sausage today, with proceeds from every sale helping to fund research for motor neuron disease.
All proceeds go to raising awareness and to helping find effective treatments and hopefully a cure also.
Bennies are also on sale for $25 through the national fundraiser at participating stores. The night sky will light up across the state tonight as we celebrate an old tradition. The annual Cracker Night will see families and friends gather to enjoy a fireworks display, but the RSPCA are issuing a warning for pet owners.
Lighting up the night sky in fabulous firework fashion, Tasmanians are preparing to celebrate Cracker Night. What began as a family-friendly bonfire and fireworks display commemorating the old Empire Day in Australia has turned into a Tassie tradition. Hobart is celebrating in style this year with the Bright Start Cracker Night, the showground transforming into an entertainment hub.
Yeah, we've got a really broad range. We've got the WSM freestyle motocross team. We've also got Mr. Shaggles, who's a clown-based act, and then we'll have indoor jumping castles, carnival rides, food trucks, really broad range for the community to see.
The freestyle motocross team is a new addition to the lineup, expected to draw in a big crowd.
We expect about 3,500 people, which is about the same as last year and up on before COVID, which is really good to see.
But the vivid spectacle won't be enjoyed by all. RSPCA have issued a call out to pet owners.
Every year at Cracker Night, pets go missing. So what we urge is for people who have got especially fractious or nervous dogs to make sure they're secure and safe tonight, because guaranteed tomorrow the phone will be ringing hot with people who have lost their dog.
Dogs are the main animals of concern on Cracker Night, with their hearing amplified 10 times more than humans. The top tips for pet owners: keep your dog indoors if possible, create a safe and secure environment, ensure your pet is wearing ID, and leave the TV or radio on to mask any sounds. Despite the warnings, households across the state will enjoy the sparkling spectacular, encouraging communities to come together. McKenna Bailey, 7 Tasmania News.
Tasmania's chili fiends will have the chance to put their taste buds to the test as 7K Distillery re-releases the world's hottest gin. The limited edition alcohol gets its heats from the Carolyn Reaper, which holds the Guinness World Record for the hottest chili. And after selling out in just over a month last year, it's been packed with even more spice.
We released the dry chili gin about 3 years ago. And a lot of the boss's mates said it was great, but it just wasn't hot enough. So that's the reason behind the world's hottest, and it's done some damage.
1,000 bottles of the gin will be available for public purchase come June, but once sold out will be gone forever. New research has found parkrun events are not only safe but beneficial for people suffering from osteoarthritis. Researchers from the Menzies Institute found a large improvement in the symptoms of 17 Tasmanians after they participated in the events for 4 weeks. They also found the subjects had an increase in overall activity levels. More than 400 free parkruns are held each week in Australia. TSL Premiership favourites have blasted away North Launceston, beating the Bombers by 58 points. A dominant second half from the Blues saw them keep their opponents goalless as they piled on 6 majors. In the other matches, the Demons defeated their rivals, the Tigers, at North Hobart Oval by 50 points. In rugby league now, and the Brisbane Broncos have erased a 20-point deficit to defeat the Gold Coast Titans last night in Brisbane. The Titans are ahead by 18 points before half-time, with the Broncos' Selwyn Cobbo scoring in the corner. However, it was all downhill from there for Gold Coast in the second half, added by a questionable short kick-off. The Broncos galloping away with the win, 34 points to 24. The Tasmania Tridents campaign in the Bowls Premier League has come to an end. Tasmania secured a spot in the semi-finals, taking on hometown favourites the Brisbane Pirates. After losing ground early on, Tasmania fought back in the second set, 5-3, sending the round into a tiebreaker. The Tridents couldn't quite hold on following a great draw shot from former New Zealand international Joe Edwards. Their campaign may be over, but not without putting Tasmanian bowls firmly on the map and finishing in 4th place. Richie Port has dropped out of the Giro d'Italia due to illness in a tough stage 19. The Tasmanian was forced to retire after 70 kilometres of the stage, leaving a big hole in Ineos Grenadiers' squad as they fight for race leader Richard Carapaz. Australian Jai Hindley remains in 2nd place, only 3 seconds back with 2 stages remaining. Tasmanian woodchopping star Amanda Beams has made her mark on the international stage, taking 2nd place in the Still Timber Sports International Women's Cup held in Austria. Unfortunately, American Martha King was a cut above Beams, smashing her own personal record to claim victory in the first edition of the event.
Good evening. Hobart was the state's top at 16 today, 13 in Launceston and 14 degrees in Burnie and Devonport. 15 degrees on King Island, Low Head 14, 12 in Bushy Park and a top of 10 degrees in Liawini. The satellite pictures show mid-level cloud drifting over the state with scattered low-level cloud about the north and the west. Areas of cloud are lying over the Tasman Sea with a band of middle and high cloud extending over central WA and southwestern WA, while the remainder of the country is mostly clear. Tomorrow's chart shows a ridge over southeast Australia with a cold front moving over South Australia and associated lows over the Bight. Variable winds of 5 to 15 knots with southwesterly swells of 2.5 to 3 metres in the west and the south. And there's a frost warning for the Midland and Upper Derwent Valley districts. Morning fog and partly cloudy in Hobart tomorrow. Richmond 14 degrees and morning fog and frost in Ooze. A top of 15 in Launceston, a shower or 2 in Devonport and morning frost and partly cloudy in Deloraine. Burnie, showers and 13, a shower or 2 in Strawn and partly cloudy and 14 in Curry. Early fog in St Helens, Swansea 14 degrees and partly cloudy in Whitemark. Light showers about the north on Monday, fine elsewhere apart from possible showers about the west later in the day. Tuesday, showers about the west, far south and Bass Strait Islands, extending statewide during the morning and afternoon. Possible thunderstorms and hail about the west and far south from the afternoon. And Wednesday, showers about the west, south and central areas with possible thunderstorms and hail, 12 in Launceston and Hobart 10 degrees. Sunny in Brisbane tomorrow, Sydney 19 degrees, partly cloudy in Melbourne, Adelaide late showers and a top of 31 in Darwin. And right now in Hobart it's 8 and clear, Launceston mostly clear, also 8 degrees, Devonport 9 and clear, and Lou, it certainly feels like winter is just around the corner.
It's certainly very chilly. Thanks for that, Victoria. That's all your news for this Saturday night. Thanks so much for joining us. Have a lovely evening. Good night.